Alright, YouTube, 35 is out, and it was a chore getting this thing through that little gate back there, and plus the wheels are locked up, so the whole differential would spin sometimes, and I had to like fight with it to get it to each wheel to turn separate, and it leaked diff fluid all over the place. But I forgot to weld up a couple of my little spots, so I'm going to do that later, and then grind it down. Not too worried about that side, like I said before. And then I'll wheel this thing up under there. But first I gotta track down some of these pins, leaf spring pins, because this one, I guess they have like a double nut on them, and this one, like, one of them snapped off, and this one's like locked on there, and you can see where I tried to grab it with vice grips, spin it off, and it wasn't gonna work. So I'm just gonna go and try to track some down on Amazon or on the internet, buy two of them. I'm just going to cut these off, and then I'm going to relocate the pin to the other side so that the these leaf spring brackets and all this stuff line up. This is one thing I need to check too, make sure that the pin, whatever pin I get, will, it kind of got some wiggly room in there. Oh well, but there she is, almost ready to install it. Yep, fun. But I'm gonna go track those pins down like I said, and I'll bring you back when we get to the next step. Alright, we're back. Got the pins installed. They're a little shallow-ish. You kind of see I had to make these. The ones that were coming in were going to be too small. I ordered the wrong ones. I didn't realize that they were a 3/8 like bolt hole. So I went down to the hardware store and bought some 3/8 bolts and lock nuts, and I just to help it a little bit, I put some Loctite on there. Since, you know, there's not much sticking out. I'm gonna, like what I used, go in here and I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, like in the background as I was passing through, but I have this Harbor Freight mini lathe that I took these bolts, turned them down. I might go get some longer ones and make some spares. I'm gonna make some spares out of these, keep them in the truck just in case. I thought about welding a nut to the head of them and then turning the whole thing down so that the pin wouldn't be so shallow, but we're going to see how it does. But they fit. I got one over here. I really wish I could use these bolts, but these are really weak metric bolts. I don't know if you can see that. They say 8.8 on them. That's like one of the weakest. There's the one of the old pins. But I got them in there. got a machine to fit. They're a little bit ahead of them. Need to clean this whole box off, but pen lines up, or the head of it line up better. Might keep them as spares just to get, keep me going, just in case. But so it's not gonna do too much rocking. What's cool about these is they still have like some flat spots to get a wrench on. That's how I was able to tighten them down. Hoping that this ain't gonna be too much of a problem with not enough head sticking through. But there's part of the old bolt. But I'm gonna continue with this. Get this figured out. I'm gonna go grab the welder though, and I'm gonna finish up my little screw up there, fix that, and then we'll wheel this thing under and start setting pinion angle and figuring out distance from spring to the the axle end, or whatever you call it, that flange. Also got in my Johnny joints yesterday. These are from Iron Rock Off-Road. You can't read that. Iron Rock. Yeah, they're taped. But anyway, these are weldable. I also got like another set of some that were press in, just in case. But I'll go and see if I can't slide these in to the front axle eventually and get them welded in. But right now, let's focus on the rear axle. Had to order a new flange for the Dana 60 because it's missing a tab right there. You can see where it's broken off right there, and then it's kind of chipping away at this hole, and I think there's a crack. So I wanted to get a new one, get a new seal, new nut, new everything. Yeah, for the pinion. So hopefully that comes in soon. Yeah, let me get to work, and then I'll bring you back when I have it up under there and ready to go. Okay, back. Got the axle up under there, got the U-bolts and everything connected. All I got to do is, you'll notice like here and here, it's a little bit too far to the right, to this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to jack it up, get those jack stands adjusted to where this axle is hanging, an inch or so off the ground, and then I'm going to try to shift it to that side a little bit, and then just take my measuring tape and measure as best I can. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. So let me get back on that, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I got it in there, got it centered where I feel comfortable with it. So now I'm gonna try to jack it up, put weight on it, and then try to find the pinning angle that I'm happy with, and then I'm going to weld it up, and we'll bring you right back when I'm done doing all that stuff. Okay guys, brought you back, show you I welded both inner sides of these leaf spring mounts. I got to do the outsides for both sides, and then I'll put the U-bolts back in them, tighten them down, cut them off, and then we'll move on to the next part. I'll do all the fine stuff, little stuff, at another time, like let's see, brake lines and things like that some other time. We'll move on to the front after we're done here. But of course we'll have to put our shock mounts on there, but we'll do that later too. So that's it for now. I'll bring you back when we get it completely done. Alright, here we are back again. I forgot to mount the spring or the shock mounts before I painted it. So I gotta clean off an area, get the shocks mounted, and then paint it again. But I'm gonna install the axle to do that, and then we'll worry about all the smaller stuff in a different video, like brake lines, brakes, stuff like that. Figure out what that little proportioning valve does, if I even need it. Figure out how to maybe delete it. Because I don't think I need it. And then yeah, we'll get something figured out. But I'm waiting on those to dry, those upper U-bolt brackets that sit on top of the leaf springs. So I'll get it all installed, get these shock mounts up under there, and then we'll move on to the front axle for the next video. So till next time, y'all take care now.